You always blame your friends for anything that goes wrong or did not work out in your life. If you are that kind of person, then this series is for you. Hi, my name is Linda Onemefer, and I welcome you to another episode of the networking series. In this series, we share with you how you can best relate with people and how you can be able to work around this to build a system for sustainability as well as accomplish more in less time. If it is your first time on my channel, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to get a notification when the next content drops. And if it is your first time on Facebook, go ahead and click on that follow button because that is one of the best decisions you're going to make in your life this weekend and beyond. And I'm going to share with you why. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another weekend. And it's another time to actually reflect on the way you approach your friends and the way you approach your relationships, right? And so today we are going to focus more. We've had it up to here where people always blame their friends for some things that did not go that went wrong or that did not work out as planned. And so and up to this point, there are a lot of people like that to an extent that they so much depend on their friend for everything. And what happens here is that Shebina, you advise me make her go do that thing. That's what happens when things don't work out, especially if you approach it from that level of sense. So we want to be able to drive the concept of friendship for you to stop blaming your friends for whatever that goes wrong, because when it goes right, you don't tend to blame them. What do you do to them? Exactly. So if you know someone who needs to be here, gather them around there because their life and yours is about to change. And you can actually help them to be able to better your relationships around them. And of course, your associations as well by tagging them in the comment section or copy the link and share, because the envy is less when everyone is succeeding. Now, how do you stop? How do you really stop this? Now, why should you blame in the first place? Now, let's talk about blames. One thing I've realized about blame is the illustration of one finger pointing at the other, but the rest of the fingers pointing at you. It's as simple as that. So, why people want to blame other persons is because they want to ease the stress off them. They think that is the best way to ease out the stress so that they will still feel comfortable where they are. Because that is what blame is going to do. Blame is going to keep you in your comfort zone, to always make you feel that you are always right and every other person is wrong. And you wouldn't know when you become a burden, a sucker to people without your consent, right? And so that is why you should be able to understand that the role of blame in all of this will take you nowhere. Because after the blame, what really happens? Exactly. So basically, what you really need to understand, right, in the area of blaming people, particularly for the context of this series, your friends, is because you don't understand the role of your friends in your life. Until you understand the role of friends in your life, you will stop the blame game. And so, what is the role of your friends in your life? The role of your friends in your life is to support you. It is you that they are supporting. You don't live their lives because they are with you. They support whatever thing that you intend to do. So it's first you and your intentions, and then they can now be able to see themselves in a space where they can support you. So every of your friends that advise you to do one or two things is actually laying a suggestion based on their own perspective, exposure, and experience. You are the only one that have the duty to actually decide, right? So majorly why people blame other persons is because they lack the inability to take responsibility when it doesn't work. So they want to ease off that stress and give it to someone else to always feel right, and that is not good. You are self-sabotaging yourself. You are self-sabotaging, right? So if you want to really stop blaming your friends, understand that their role is not to decide for you. You have to decipher exactly what you want, and then you now be able to tap into your friends' experience, expertise, exposure, and whatever that it is, to be able to make an informed decision. So because you let your friends, the moment they tell you, you work based on instruction. That's why you are doing the blame game. Eh, Linda, go and do this. That's how I do to my husband. That's what people do. That's how I get my mentor. That's how I do this. That's how I do that. Now, the you in you that is meant to be able to select, streamline, and qualify have left you. So you now become over independent on them, that whatever they say, that's what it is. So you begin to live their lives instead of yours. And so when things go wrong, you will always go back to go and blame them, because you have an intention, but you did not consult that intention with that suggestion before you take that action. You only consider what they have to say without your own intention. And so because of that, you will still go back to actually blame them for giving you that suggestion. And they will begin to see you as someone who doesn't appreciate them. And so they begin to run away, even when they are valuable. So a lot of people have actually scared valuable friendships away because of this blame game. And that is why we, in the Confident Global Champions, we teach you how you can be able to manage and maximize your friends, right? In different ways, how you can be able to walk around these people. Stop blaming your friends when things go wrong, because you won't blame them if it goes right. So all you have to develop is your ability to take responsibility. Your responsibility, that is responsibility. Your ability to respond to whatever thing life brings. So the role of your friend is to suggest for you. They are not the ones to decide. And remember that the moment you begin to decide, that is where you choose your consequences. Every decision that you make has consequences attached to it. Until you are aware that these are the consequences that are attached to it, the implications of the decision you are making, you can now be able to go ahead to take the risk. And that is where your intent comes in with that suggestion, because that suggestion is informing you of making you aware of the decision you're about to take, so that you can compare and contrast and now look at from your own lens how your journey is, because no one can see your vision more than you. So somebody can tell you, go and do this, go and do that. You just go ahead to go and do it without thinking about it. Now, this is you now becoming over dependence. And that is not the very best way to actually accelerate with your associations. Rather, you will be going to decelerate, isolate yourself from the association that is meant to accelerate you. And so they are not the ones to ascend you. They are the ones to actually, they are coming as an associate to your intention. So you need to be able to stop growing the entitlement mentality and over dependence on whatever she says work. She has been in this forever, and then you know the person you are dealing with more than anybody else. And you know, character is different for different people. I don't judge people by the way other people judge the same person I want to meet. Why? I have grown to learn that I need to have my own experience when it comes to relationship with people, because action and reaction is equal and opposite. And I am not the same with the person he had that kind of relationship with. So I do not believe that it's going to be the same thing, even though that there is a trait. But it might be that a trait in the person and a trait of mine can actually align more than the other person. And until into that relationship, I may not be able to find out, and I will misjudge the person. So you need to be able to understand the concept of relationships is very deep, basic, and timeless. Because that is all you need to be able to navigate life, relationships. That's why God knows the power of this relationship. That is why he will always say, come to me. It is the moment you come to him that he will make you fishers of men. He is demanding for your relationship. When he said, seek the word of God day and night, because you can only know him by his word. So he's seeking relationship. Awesome. So they are here to assist you, not to ascend you. You are the one to take the action. You are the one to make the decision. You are the one to select. You are the one to streamline. You are the one to design. Until you design that, people don't know how to associate with you. They don't even know where they can come in to give you the suggestion that will help your decision. And so that is why taking responsibility when it is right, when it is wrong, helps you to grow. Because it is in failure that you see the learning experiences to focus on where your energy will produce more results than where it will not. So until you accept that failure is part of the process and appreciate them for giving them that suggestion and opening your mind into the learning experiences from that particular thing, you may not be able to get to the next level. And so it's high time. It's high time. Stop blaming your friends. They did not do anything wrong to you. It is actually your responsibility to Decide. Decide whatever you want. And the moment you decide, you choose your consequences, and be bold enough to be able to face those consequences that you have chosen based on your decision. It takes a level of audacity to do that. It takes a lot of courage to actually do that. It takes a lot of confidence to do that. And that is why we are building confident global champions. Yeah, it is absolutely why we are building confident global champions. They are going to be confident leaders who are going to decipher for themselves and appreciate every association they come along their way that will accord their acceleration. They don't believe that people ascend them. They believe that people assist them to ascend. It is their decision totally where they choose their consequences and be able to face every failure along the way to actually grow to the next level of their life. If that is where you want to see yourself, and you want to be able to build that belief system that helps you to go regardless, and also want to be able to expand the power of your thoughts to be able to navigate challenges even when it comes or when it's not working out, and to be able to maximize your friendships and not scare them away, becoming a burden without your consent, then it's time to type CGC in the comment section. If you want to have conversation with me, click the link in the description of my channel, or you click the link on my bio if you're watching on Facebook, so that we'll take this thing to a whole new level. It is time to begin to appreciate your friends, appreciate your association, so that you can be able to make the most out of your relationship, and as well to take responsibility. So every relationship helps you build discipline. Until you see it from that light, you may not be able to, after your greatest and valuable relationships around you, you will still be inconsistent. You will still have time management issues. You will struggle with discipline with all the valuable relationship because you are not playing your role. So understanding the places people fall into your life is very critical on how to navigate life. And so that is what I have for you today, and I hope you're able to gain massive value. Don't forget, we are building confident global champions, and I can't wait to coach you and mentor you in the confident global champions that is lasting for 12 months, right? And it's actually on a discount this period, and it's not going to last. If you want to be part of that, type CGC in the comment section. We are going to onboard you and help you structure a goal, even if you don't know what you want, even if you lack certainty of what you have done so far, and even if you have trivialized your relationship. It is time for you to type CGC in the comment section, or click the link in the description of my channel, or click the link on my bio if you're watching on Facebook. And of course, we are going to take it to a whole new level. I still remain your friend, and you're going to get networking strategies. Linda on MFR. Until I come your way again in the next series.